I'm Brent Barnett on Brownfield Ag News, reporting from the 2025 Iowa Pork Congress in Des Moines. Joining us now, past president of the Iowa Pork Producers Association, Matt Gent, a farmer from here in Iowa. Matt, thanks for joining us. How are you doing today?
Good morning. I'm good.
What's the feeling with Pork Congress being underway, and what have you been up to so far?
Well, it's exciting. We always love Pork Congress time. So far, it looks like attendance is really good this morning, and looking forward to talking to everybody and meeting everyone and having a good time.
Tell us more about your operation and what you raise there in Wellman, Iowa.
That's correct. We're southeast Iowa, and we're a farrow-to-finish hog operation. And, of course, also have row crops, corn and soybeans. And, pretty typical hog farm, family hog farm.
What's going on the farm this time of the year here in the winter?
Well, a lot of planning for next year's crop. But the pig work never stops, right? That's a 365-day-a-year job, and thankfully, our pigs are inside. It's very cold outside today, and has been for the last few, and of course that always brings a few challenges, making sure things stay unfrozen, and hauling feed and transporting livestock. Typical wintertime stuff.
When it gets really cold, like the other day, I'm in Pella, so not too far from your area. I think the wind chill was like 23 below zero. When you have those types of days, those overnights, what, precautions or safety measures do you implement on the farm for the animals' health, and what some of the practices you have?
Well, thankfully, with our facilities that we have today, the pig really never notices the difference. Whether it's 100 degrees outside or 20 below in the winter, we set the target temperature on what the pigs need, whether that's 75, 80 degrees, and the barn will keep it right where it's supposed to be. You gotta, check things like wells and make sure waters don't freeze outside in your pump houses and stuff like that. And, getting people movement and, like I said, livestock transportation down the road is definitely more of a challenge when it's that cold. But inside the barn, the pigs are happy, healthy, and comfortable.
You and I talked here about a week ago, and at the time you were president of Iowa Pork, now past president. So your term has come to an end here. Could you look back on the year as president of the organization and some of the highlights from the last year?
Well, it's hard not to recognize the tough economic times the industry had over the past couple years, really. And as we've worked our way through that, we're in a brighter spot today. But our industry still needs to prove itself that we can hold this momentum that we have, and momentum's what we got. We've moved the needle on pork demand and supply, and it's pretty exciting times in my opinion. Looking forward to the next few years in the industry.
Now, is this a typical time of the year that you would see a bump in pork demand, or did that come as a surprise?
Typically about this time of year, you're starting to get the rise into your summer markets. But really, fourth quarter of 24 was a big surprise for producers. That was a really nice, really nice surprise, and I don't think anybody's seen that coming. And really excited to have it. I think it eased a lot of pressure, and like I said, now it's up to the producers, retailers, everybody to hold this demand and keep the foot on the gas.
Looking ahead to 2025 here, the rest of this year, what are some of the things you're keeping an eye on?
Like I said, we definitely want to continue working on what we've done. Here in the near term, you got a new administration that just took office. Nobody really knows what that's going to do or what that's going to look like or if that'll affect us or not. So I think the pork boards are definitely keeping a close eye on that. And, there's health challenges and everything else that's related towards raising a pig that we're always trying to improve on.
I know several issues keeping an eye on, obviously animal health, like you said, with high-path avian influenza has been something that's been brought up. Is that something the organization's been talking about over the last year?
We're definitely keeping an eye on it, especially with our state veterinarians, stuff like that. They come and talk to us quite frequently and give us updates about other industries like the poultry world. Hopefully it's not a concern for the pork producer. It's not today, but this stuff is changing by the minute, and we don't know what tomorrow or the next year holds, and we just got to be adaptable and overcome when it happens.
Hey, Matt, really appreciate the time here, and best of luck to you moving forward, and congratulations on your term as president of Iowa Pork Producers Association last year.
Thank you very much.
Again, that's Matt Gent here joining us on Brownfield, and I'm Brent Barnett, reporting from the 2025 Iowa Pork Congress in Des Moines.